As Israel marks Holocaust Memorial Day, many Israelis are also confronted with new realities. Since the brutal Hamas massacre on October 7, anti-Israel protests have flooded countries and campuses worldwide. But for many, these rallies have little to do with politics. From social media to the university buildings, Israelis have found themselves confronted by a new set of hate, often likened to anti-Semitism.
We see it's happening in the campuses in the US shows us that people don't really understand what happened here in the 7th of October and what's happening ever since. We know that there is a lot of confrontation about the Israeli and the Palestinian confrontation, but what happened in the 7th of October, it's not about that. It's about a massacre that happened that we here in Israel not truly understand. We still cope with it. And to see the students in the campuses, students like us in a parallel universe, seeing and talking about what's happening here as if it was some kind of massacre from us to the people in Gaza, it's truly horrific.
The US isn't the only place plagued by student encampments and mass protests, preventing daily routines and classes from taking place. Just last week, the Paris campuses of prestigious schools, Sciences Po and Sorbonne, were the latest locations making headlines.
I'm a Jewish American Czech student, and I'm concerned, I think, foremost. I think the language that I'm seeing right now, I'm here right now distributing some flyers which are basically explaining that the conflation between anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism is very harmful to Jewish people and anyone actually that would speak out for the Palestinian cause. And I'm here to express my concern over this conflation, really, because it's harmful. It's being perpetrated by the administration, the staff members privately, and I don't feel like it is a conducive environment to my education anymore as a Jewish student.
For many, criticism of Israel is not off limits, but for those same Israelis, there's a clear line not to be crossed.
So it's very important to make a distinction that not all criticism of Israel is anti-Semitism. Okay? You can criticize the government of Israel's policies, you can criticize the Israel Defense Forces and how it's prosecuting the war. This is not anti-Semitism. However, when you start calling for the destruction of the state of Israel, the destruction of the Jewish people, the elimination of the Jewish people, this is anti-Semitism.
With violent images coming out of some of these protests, marking Holocaust Day is taking on a whole new dimension for Israelis.